Hello, hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So in our last video about the condo tour, we were asked a lot of questions about how we found the place and how much rent we were paying. So in today's video, we plan to answer some of those questions.
That's right. And last year, when we just moved to the country, we searched on Facebook on a good place to stay, on a good rental accommodation. And we ran into all these scams where people are asking us to give $200 to book a form for an apartment. Some other guy asking me to pay a month's rent without even showing me the place where I will be staying. So to avoid such things, today we bring in an expert who would answer some of the questions which you may have for you before coming here on what to be prepared for and how to find a good place to stay.
And this is usually the first step before you go into renting a place for yourself.
Right.
So let's get right into it. So today we have Vishal with us, and Vishal helped us finding our apartment where we are living right now.
Right.
So Vishal, let's start with a quick introduction.
Hi, my name is Vishal Balani and I am a licensed realtor in Ontario, and I work with buyers, sellers and people who want to rent the properties in Ontario. So this is my bread and butter and I am a full-time real estate agent.
Okay. Thank you so much Vishal for your introduction and welcome to our channel.
Last year, when we decided to move to Canada, I had a job and you did not. So our recommendation would be that if you have a job, then you can book an Airbnb for the first month or so nearby your job location. If you don't, depends, you might want to book it for a little longer. But we realized after coming here, the first thing would be to find a good realtor. So Vishal, my question to you would be, I'm a newcomer. I do not know anyone here. So how do I find a good realtor?
You can surf online where you are looking. You know somebody, some people here, you can ask them, either they know somebody, but whomever you are getting recommendation, check their online presence, check their Google reviews. So that will help you build the confidence in the person you are working with. Also, you can talk to him via phone, how he is responsive or not. Communication is the main game in the real estate. Check them online.
Okay.
So Vishal, as a newcomer who is coming to the country, people don't usually know what kind of houses there are in Canada.
Right.
So can you tell us about what are the options do newcomers have when they come to the country?
And also if you could highlight the price for each option which we have, that will be really useful too.
Yes, what we can do, there are different options based on the budget you have in your mind.
Right.
But I will give you all the examples. The start is from the basement. Initially, if you want to stay in basement, the range of price you can get is $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay.
Then there is an apartment, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartments that starts from somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000, 3,100. And there are townhouses and houses which are like 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom based on your needs, and those are ones which start from 3,000 to 4,000 and up. Utilities are separate for each and everything, but we can go into more details, but these are the 3 different types of houses you can rent.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. So as a newcomer, would you recommend any type of place, or it's depending on the budget?
It depends on the budget and what kind of job you have, which area you have to get yourself to. It all depends on your needs.
Understood. Okay.
So Vishal, we spoke about different kinds of houses which we could rent from. So is there any eligibility criteria on which we are checked upon before we can rent a house?
That is a very good question, and yeah, nobody is going to rent you if you are not able to pay the rent. So the basic requirement what you will need is a job letter, pay stub, your credit score, Canadian credit score, which you can pull it from Equifax or something, those kind of reputable companies.
Okay.
And
in our case, for example, when
as a
we came
newcomer.
last year as a newcomer, we didn't have any credit score in Canada.
I had a job letter, but she did not.
So what we did in our case, that we were asked to pay around 4 to 5 months of rent in advance to show our worth trustworthiness.
Yeah, so that's how basically landlord wants to make sure that you can pay the rent. They are not looking for absolutely more money, but how you can show them that you are worthy to rent that house, because they are renting for $2,000, $3,000, and their mortgage is based on this payment coming out. So they want to make sure that you will be paying them rent on time. So there are different ways. If you have a job, they will be convinced that you will be paying the rent, pay stuffs and all that stuff. You don't have a credit score, that also they understand the story. So it is usually when you talk very firmly about how you are moving in, when did you move in, and your story makes sense, most of the landlords are okay. But otherwise you can show them the bank statements, and your realtor will help you convince them, or communicate your requirements and what is the story behind this, and you will be able to find out.
Okay. And if someone doesn't have a job when they come into country, they can still find a place to rent?
Yeah. It is just how much rent they have to pay extra, or somehow they have to convince that they will be able to pay.
Okay. And is there like a minimum like pay or amount in the offer letter which you need?
No, it is based on the houses also. If you are renting a house which is like $4,000, you may be earning $10,000, $12,000 to rent a house. If you are making $3,000 and you are planning to rent $5,000, there may be a question.
Okay.
So it is all based on that. But it is a second question. First, if they don't have a job, what we are going to, how we are going to, so we can show them the bank statement that in our bank there is 2 years of rent available, or pay them something which can convince a landlord that you will be paying on time.
Yeah. And what about the credit score? You mentioned a point. So as a newcomer, I won't have a good credit score, right? So
yeah, so option is credit. If you don't have a credit score, but if you have a good job letters and pay stubs, that will convince them that you are new to Canada, so you will not have credit score, but you have good jobs to support them.
Yeah.
Your bank statement, again the same thing. If you have money from back home, you brought it in Canada, it will help them. Oh, you have this much money, which is good for surviving somebody in this country.
Okay.
Like in our case, I think the suggestions which came from your side, I think that really helped us renting this place where we are staying right now.
Right.
So thanks to Vishal for that.
So a few important points. One is the job letter, the credit score, and your bank account should have a sufficient amount which will convince the landlord that you will be able to pay the rent.
Yeah.
So if you have these things, then it should be okay.
Legally, you are allowed to pay the first and the last month rent. So that much money you should have immediately once you move in. That is the requirement.
Okay.
So much, Vishal, for joining us today. Your knowledge was really helpful to us, and I think to all the viewers who are watching this.
Right.
And to conclude this video, I would say bring some money to the country when you are moving here, which can help you settle down for first few months, and also keep your offer letter handy if you have a job before moving.
Along with other documents. I mean, if you don't have a job, then your first goal should be securing a job here, so that it eases a little bit from a financial perspective, and when you're renting, it also helps the landlord to get some faith about you paying the rent. And also a good realtor is important. So we have put Vishal's email ID and number in the description. He was really helpful in our case, and if you have any questions regarding to real estate, renting, buying, you can reach out to him, and I'm pretty sure he will help you the same way. So Vishal, any closing comments?
Thank you very much, Sonali and Bhavesh, to include me in this video, and I really love to help newcomers to the country, as I was a newcomer 20 years ago to the country, and I love to do this. So first of all, it was nice video, but anybody has any further questions regarding real estate, my number and email is already there in the description. You can connect me anytime.
It was pleasure connecting today, Vishal.
Yes. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.